can come on to the group and join us through the group.
Okay.
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 All right. We're live. We're live.
Hi, everyone.
All right. So I'm going to introduce you. Just give me one moment. So what I'm going to do first is pull up my Facebook on my phone so that I can see the comments. Because I
Okay.
still haven't learned how to navigate there, how to do this live on my computer and watch the comments. So, all right,
Understandable.
there we go. We are live. I see us, and we have people already joining us. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Let me mute this. And I bet you, oh goodness, how do I mute this? Okay, let's see here. All right. All right. All right. So happy Wednesday, ladies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited to be here today. This is Doreen, your certified natural health coach. And I have been off the scenes for a few months. So I've missed you, ladies. There's been a lot going on family wise and just a lot going on. But I'm back. I'm back. And I'm very excited tonight because I have a beautiful, beautiful lady with me, and she has such an amazing story. So I'm going to introduce her in just a moment. But I just want to tell you, ladies, first again, um, happy Wednesday. We are pretty much, is it spring yet? When is spring?
Yes. Yes. Today, first day of spring.
Today's
Yes,
the
it's
first
spring.
day of spring. Okay, so
Yes.
today is the first day of spring. So we are all unthawing, starting the weather is starting to change. So just a lot of good things happening. I'm looking forward to just a very fruitful and just amazing next 6 months, right?
Hmm.
So without further ado, I am going to introduce my guest that I have with me tonight. Her name is Miss Valerie Jackson. And I just recently met this beautiful lady, and she just blows me away with her energy, her tenacity, her knowledge, and everything. So I was just so amazed at her story that I asked her to join me. So she is a mother of three grown sons, and she don't even look like it. Look at her. Look too young to have three grown sons. But wait a minute. She's a grandmother of 16 and a great grandmother to three. She's a retired detective. She retired after 29 years. I love that. She's a tax consultant and a real estate agent. And she is in good health. She is amazing. And guess what, you all? She is 61 years old, looking like she's 31. All right. So I'm so excited to have her.
60, 63.
63. Wow, looking like you're 31 still. Wow, 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 wow.
Thank
So
you.
she's going to share with us some of her secrets and the reason why she looks so good. So we have several of our sisters have joined us. I'm going to say hello to you ladies this evening. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, sister. Deirdre is watching. Hello, June. Marcy, Crystal, Diana. The ladies are coming in. They come in to see you today, Miss Val. They want to hear this amazing story. So, um, hi, Crystal. So yeah. So first of all, let me tell you. I'm going to introduce, say how I ran across this beautiful, vivacious sister, and then I'm going to let her take it away. Now we do have. Let me see, Yolanda. So I'm going to bring her in. I don't know if she wants to come on camera, um, but Yolanda is a very intricate part of this whole puzzle because she's the one that introduced me to you. So I don't think she'll talk. Yolanda's pretty much behind the scenes, but she is coming into the Zoom. So I would, she can come on in. But how I met this beautiful sister is you all know that I've been in the natural health realm for now 14 years. 14 years since 2011. I've been living a healthy lifestyle. I've been licensed and helping people all across the world since 2014 when that's when I published the 21 Day Detox book. And I've been blessed to help almost 3,000 people across the world in other countries and states to heal their body naturally. So Yolanda, I did a seminar last year at my church. I think it was last fall. And Yolanda, she came to the seminar, and I was talking to everyone there about healing their bodies naturally, and we were doing a group detox. And after the meeting was over, Yolanda came up to me and she's like, I got some information I want you to look at. And she handed me a pamphlet. And I looked at, the information. I was like, okay, this is talking about herbs and things like that, things I'm familiar with. So I just kind of threw it to the side. But Yolanda has been very, very, she's always kept up with me. Every time I would make a post, she would put something in there and she just will remind me to take a look at her pamphlet. So finally, one day, it took about 6 months, maybe even longer. And I said, okay, let me check out what Yolanda's talking about. So I saw that there was information there about blood type diet and herbs and things like that. And I was like, wow, these are all the things that I preach. If you all have my 21-day detox book, I talk about after you cleanse to eat according to your blood type. Well, anyway, I said, okay, Yolanda, I'll jump. I said, order me a sample pack. I want to see, what your products do, right? And so she sent me a sample package, and it was a detox tea in there. Um, and when you hear the word detox, most of us think of something that's going to make us run to the bathroom and have diarrhea, but that's not what this is, right? These are herbs that are gentle to help clean your body out. So, I used the tea, but I didn't really do the program. I drank the tea probably 2 days. I think I was supposed to drink it before. I drank it for 2 days, and I put the rest in my refrigerator and didn't think much about it. Well, I get colonics, right? I get colon cleanses. I've been doing those for over 10 years. I usually get them like every month, sometimes every other month. I'm very, good friends with my colon therapist, Dr. Noe. And so when I went to get my colon cleanse, she looked okay. So I'm going to get graphic here. So if you all have a squeamish stomach, then close your ears for a minute. But we're talking about the body and the health. So she looked at what was coming out, and she said, "Look at that, Doreen." She said, "There's a huge parasite casing. I mean, it was big too." And I was like, "What?" And she was like, I've never seen that come out of you. I've been coming getting my colon cleanses for 10 years. I eat very healthy. I live a very healthy lifestyle. I eat 90% fruits and vegetables, no, 80% fruits and vegetables. Everything is raw, organic. I grow my own stuff. I work out all the time. Like, I couldn't believe I had a parasite coming out. And she said, what did you do different? And I was like, I don't know, nothing different. I'm doing the same thing. And then I said, wait a minute. I said, I drank some of that tea that Yolanda sent me. I said, only drank it twice. She's like, well, it worked. Like literally, it went deeper than anything I've ever done and cleaned out parasites. I mean, it was a casing, the skin of the parasite, and it was big. It was scary. So I called Yolanda. I said, Yolanda, I gotta tell you, Yolanda, I'm in. I'm sold. I said, but give me the whole package now. I said, because I've never in over 10, 12 years seen something like that come out my body. I said, I'm a believer now. And so Yolanda introduced me to Miss Bowel, and Miss Val told me her story. I was blown away. Miss Val said, you think that was a lie? You just did the 4 day. Wait till you do the 21 day. She said, it's going to clean stuff out your brain, parasites out your brain. Because if you got pets, you got parasites. If you eat meat, you got parasites. If you eat vegetables, pretty much anything, we got parasites, right? So I was and I was in. When she told me her story, I was like, wow. So her and I, we're becoming like really good friends. We talk almost every day. She's been coaching me through my cleanse. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Val. I want her to share her amazing story, and she's going to tell you all some more. So Ms. Val, take it away.
Hi, everyone. My name is Valerie Jackson. And like Miss Doreen say, I'm all that mother, grandmother, great grand, and retired detective. But I want to get to the facts. The facts is about this cleanse. Um, Back in, I want to say 22. Um, I went and had a colonoscopy done. And when I had this colonoscopy done, they told me they saw a mass. They saw a mass in my colon, which is a blockage, and they wanted to do an emergency surgery. They wanted to do a surgery, and they told me that I'm going to be put on a colostomy bag after the surgery, after they cut me open and put me back together, that I was going to be put on a colostomy bag. Now, who wants to hear that your life going to be a colostomy bag. So in 20, end of 21, beginning of 22, uh, my business, we came up with the flat belly cleanse. It was through Eric Prince, our holistic doctor and naturopath. So
Mm-hmm.
he brought in the cleanse. And at the same time, we do a bioscan. The bioscan tells you everything that's going on from your head to your toe, 85 to 95% accurate. And it's a full cellular bioscan. So it's telling you everything in the 45 factors of your body. So when it did, it told me I had a problem in my intestines.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that I had a problem because I had just had a colonoscopy done. So I told our holistic doctor, I was telling him about what they want to do. He said, wait. He said, wait, do this cleanse. He said, do the cleanse first before you let them cut on you. Your problems might be over. Okay. So we was introduced to the full cellular flat belly cleanse, which
Mm-hmm.
consists of having a cleanse for 21 days of eating raw fruits and vegetables and juicing, not the blender, but juicing. Pretty much everything you eating, you're going to be juicing. No cooking nor heating, because cooking bring on mucus. So what you're doing, you're pulling all that out. And what this cleanse do, it pulls the parasites from your brain, your heart, your liver, your kidney, your blood, and your intestines. Is because your stomach is 75% of your immune system. So it pulls it all from your head down, because when people have strokes, I don't know if you know, that's the parasite squeezing on the nerves in their brain when they have a stroke. So
Wow.
I went on and done the cleanse. So on the 10th day, oh, I'm sorry. The cleanse also come with 3 packages. One is a colonic tea that you would drink 4 ounces every day. And the other one is a parasite mucus buster that you would
Mm-hmm.
put in the juice that you're juicing or your water. And the other one is a rejuvenator, which put back all the good stuff that the mucus parasite took out. Okay, so dealing with them 3 packages and dealing with me doing the juice, drinking the juice and eating just raw fruits and vegetables. So I'm a zoom ahead to the 10th day. When I first started, it was kind of rough. The cleanse was rough because it was pulling the parasites out of my brain. So I was feeling like I had a cold. I was feeling like, like, did I really want to do this? And
Mm-hmm.
it's something called a Hexmeyer. It makes you feel like flu-like symptoms because it's pulling the parasites out your brain, your blood and stuff. So it's bringing it down. So after about 4 or 5 days, I had energy. But the 10th day, y'all, I went to the bathroom. I hope no one's eating, but I went to the bathroom and I used it. And everybody should look at their poop. That's very
Mm-hmm.
important to know what's coming out of you at all times. So I looked back and saw nothing. There was nothing in the toilet. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't flush the toilet. So where did it go? So I get up and looking in the toilet. I look in the front of the toilet. It was a large mask about that big, about that big. It was BBs and eggs and this stuff moving around. And
Wow.
I ain't, I ain't never had my face that close to the toilet in my life. I'm like, what is that? And so I got my phone and started taking pictures and looking. So it turns out to be parasites. Parasites. That mass was a parasite. I didn't never know that's what it was, but once I looked it up, it was parasites. So after that day, that 10th day, when I tell you all, I was full of energy. It was like my life changed. I'm like, oh God. So I finished the 21-day cleanse exactly like it say do. Because if you don't do it exactly the way, you won't get the results. So don't rewrite the script.
There
So
you go.
after I finished, I went back in 30 days and had another colonoscopy done. Guess what? I was laying on the table. When I tell y'all, I was crying. I was praising God. I was hallelujah. And the doctor was like, what? What's wrong? What's wrong? I said, you wanted to cut me open. I said, and then you wanted to put me on a colostomy bag. I said, look, it's nothing there. You all, it was gone. That
Wow.
was the mask that came out of me on the 10th day. That was that mask. Just think, if I hadn't done the cleanse, my own product saved my life and changed my life. It saved my life because it kept me from having to have that surgery and be put on a colostomy bag. You know, that can ruin your life right there. But it also changed my life because after you finish this cleanse, it's a flat belly lifestyle because I start eating, you're supposed to start eating to your blood type. It's
Mhm.
very important that you find out what your blood type is because it's so important because the things that you're putting in your body could be colliding with your blood type, can cause inflammation, pain, and it can cause a disease. Also, if you don't know your blood type and what you're putting in it. So my blood type was A. So I started eating to a blood type, which I haven't eat any meats but fish. I guess you say I'm pescatarian. I haven't eaten anything, no meat since 22, but red sockeye salmon and cod. But when I say my life have changed, because right now by me not eating, by me eating to my blood type for the last few years, any any little thing I eat that's against my blood type is automatically recognized by my body. And that's weird because we before this, I never put the food, my knee hurt, my back hurt. I never put that with food before. If your stomach hurt, you always put that with food. You know, oh, my stomach hurt, I ate something wrong. No. You start eating to your blood type, you will find out the different things that flames up your body with inflammation, the pain that comes from, and even the doctor's medicine. If you go ask the doctor, what's my blood type? They'll be like, why you want to know? That's my blood type. Why I can't know? They don't want you to know because they feel you're trying to change your lifestyle. You're trying to eat correctly. And if you eat correctly, that knocks the doctor out because you're not going to be wanting that medicine. No medication. You can be taken off of the medication. We have so many testimonies of people on statin that was taken off because of cholesterol after they did the 21-day cleanse. We got people that was a diabetic for 35 years. 75-year-old woman, she did the cleanse twice. 21-day cleanse twice. Doctor took her off all her medicine after 35 years, you all. We got
Wow.
so many testimonies of what this cleanse can do to you, for you. If you got liver problems, kidney
Mhm.
problems, any of that, I'm not a cure, but it's a solution. And it's a lifestyle. Once you do the flat belly cleanse, it's a lifestyle because your genetics load the gun, but guess what? Your lifestyle pulls the trigger. And it's all up
Mhm.
to you, your choices on how your lifestyle gonna be. And if you choose to do the 21-day cleanse, when I tell you, you have never experienced anything like that in life, like Miss Doreen say, she saw the parasites. They're there. They're in our body creating havoc. That's what create diseases, the parasites in our body. If you choose to do it, please do the 21-day cleanse and do it to the T. And
Can
when
I
I say
interject? Can I
yes,
interject?
yes,
Because you are absolutely right. Because see, in this group right here of women, most of the women in here, they're in here because they may have done detox cleanses with me in the
mhm,
past, or they're already pursuing a healthy lifestyle, so they've been there, done that. But again,
mhm,
like I tell everybody, as the teacher and the leader of this, I've been doing this for 13 years.
mhm,
You're never going to stop learning. So I'm not going to say I know everything. I'm not that person. But what I'm
yes,
saying is, um I know a bunch of food and herbs, right, to eat. So for me to physically see, after all the things I've been doing, and I feel amazing, thank God. I'm almost 55. I'll be 55 in 3 months, and I'm happy about that. But I don't have any ailments or illnesses. Like, I mean, all of that, everything that I had like in my 40s, that's all gone, right? So for me to see feeling amazing, not having any aches and pains, running, jumping, no, I'm not diagnosed with anything anymore. And for me to still see parasites coming out of my body was shocking to me, right? That was
Yes.
very shocking. So let me ask you this because um, a lot of these sisters have already, a lot of them know about the blood type diet. A lot of them know, they'll go, they know from the teaching, like, okay, I don't feel good. Let me go eat some fruits and vegetables for a while and
Right.
stop eating food.
Mhm.
So what is the difference? See, you said something that's very phenomenal. See, it's not just the eating. You didn't just do because if you had done just maybe just all fruits and vegetables, that mass may not have came out that like that, right? Before
Right.
surgery, right?
Right.
So it's not just the eating and it's not just the herbs, they work together. Am I correct?
Correct.
They work
Correct.
synergistically, and it's the
Yes.
way those herbs were put together to like pull stuff. Like you said, when I was doing that, I felt it pulling in my head. Like I thought it was
Mhm.
mucus and cold, but you told me you was like, those are parasites being pulled out your brain.
Mhm.
So what I'm trying to say is a lot of times we try and do things on our own, like, okay, well, I'm just going to go to the health food store and get some herbs. I know wormwood works for parasites, so let me go get some wormwood, which is, what I've been using. Or I'm going to go get
Mhm.
some fruits and vegetables, and I'm going to get some wormwood, and I'm going to do this on my own. But it's not. It's the two together. Is that correct? And then two,
Correct.
like a lot of people eat for their blood type. But what if you had just said, okay, well, I'm going to start eating for my blood type? That wouldn't have got rid of that mass and all those parasites out of there, right? So you got to
No.
cleanse first, you know
Yes.
and that's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to bring back to you, but I want to make sure I emphasize something that you said. You have to cleanse first. It's just like a toilet. If your toilet is backing up every time you flush it, and you go say, okay, well, let me get this better tissue. It's biodegradable. It's not going to clog my septic system. And you start using this
Mhm.
better tissue, your septic system is still clogged because you didn't clog. I mean, it's still sluggish because you didn't unclog it first, right? So even though you're
Mhm.
putting better stuff in the septic system, you still got to clean out the old stuff first, or you're
Correct.
not going to get those benefits. So that sister that you talked about who had the diabetes for 30 years, you with the mass and about to get on the colostomy bag, that's amazing. And all these
Mhm.
other testimonies would not, even if they had started eating healthy, they would not have had those results had they not cleaned themselves out first. Am I correct?
Correct. Correct.
Yeah. And it's the products that's in that, especially the what is that called, the eliminator, like it's literally like um it's pulling things, like you literally feel it, like when you take it you feel it pulling mucus and parasites and things like that. So you have to do it together. You said something else very important: don't try and reinvent the wheel. We try
Yes.
and piece things together ourselves. Well, I'm gonna go a cheaper route. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this on my own. I'm
Right.
guilty of it over the years in the past. But when you trust the process and let someone guide you and do exactly like they tell you to do, like you trusted the person that told you to do the cleanse,
Yes. Yes.
that was what, 3 years
Yes.
ago, and you don't have a colostomy bag. That's
No.
amazing. What an
No,
amazing
it's blessed to
story.
be
That's
back. Yes, I'm
so
all healthy. Yes, I am. Like I said, changed my life and saved my life. To me,
yes,
that's what it did. You know,
yes,
and with
yes, yes.
it doing that to me, uh, my why of really doing this was because my son had cancer, and I wish he was still around for to do the cleanse because I feel I don't know. I'm not like I say, I'm not a cure, but I just feel I could have been a solution. I
Mm,
don't know if I could have, had him. I have changed so many other people's lives. I
right.
just wish I was more educated before he passed to help save change his life.
Yeah.
And meeting Miss
Yeah.
Doreen and having her write the book that she wrote back in 2014 and her words and the words of the lifestyle, the flat belly lifestyle collide. They talk about the
Collide.
same thing. Miss Doreen been talking about this since 2014. And we just started
We just
2021
met.
talking about it,
Yeah.
So it's amazing. She's teaching me and we're teaching each other because like she said, we don't know everything, but we can
Yeah.
learn from each other, you know. And it's so important to learn from each other. Like I say, during the cleanse, you don't have to worry about your blood type. But after the cleanse, it's good to find out your blood type. So that
Mm-hmm.
way continue to eat to your blood type, because during the cleanse, all them things that's against you gonna be pushed on out of you. So it's all right. Me, I can't do mangoes. I can't do oranges. I can't do tomatoes. I can't look, the list go on and on for me. But
But
while I'm on that cleanse, I can do it all.
and the focus is what I've been telling people for years, don't focus on what you can't eat, because the list of what you can is always so much bigger. So I've
Yes.
always said that, like, water the grass and not the weeds. So those are weeds, right? If you can't eat this
Yes.
and you can't eat that for your blood type, those are weeds. And if you water those weeds, they're going to grow. That means that it's going to become such a negative to you that you're just going to be like, I can't take it, I got to eat it, right? But if you focus
Right.
on, oh my, I am so excited, I get a chance to eat whatever, the things that you can eat. There's a huge list of things that you can eat. But like you
Mhm.
said, focus first. The awesome thing is, during the cleanse, you don't have to worry about any of that. You know what I mean? You
Right.
just eat. And it's an amazing thing to be able to eat, just so, as fruits and vegetables and the nuts and the seeds and the, just really just nourishing and healing your body. You start to be able to hear more. You start to be able to hear what he's telling you more. Because when you're
Mhm.
putting all this processed food in your bodies and all this meat and all of this stuff, all this mucus, you can't hear what the creator is telling you. You can't hear what he's telling you. So your
Right.
mind becomes clear. You make better decisions. You can pray better. You can, you're more, you can listen more when you're cleaning your
Right.
body. So I'm not going to keep you all too long, because I know this is a work night, and I'm just so excited about you sharing your story. But we are going to do a cleanse. Aren't we going to do a cleanse together, Miss Valerie?
Yes, yes, yes. Let's
So let
grab
me
the
tell
other
you.
women and put them in there with us.
Yeah, and you know what? I wanted to, there's a lot of sisters in here. I think right now we have about 20 in here, maybe more. Some have had to drop off because they had other meetings. But if you know your blood type, sisters, put them in the chat. I'll put mine as an O. I'm an O blood type. And you said yours is an A, right?
Yes, I'm an A.
Your A blood type. Okay. Do
Yes.
you all know your blood type, sisters? What's your blood types? And who does not know their blood type? The only reason why I know my blood type is because I learned about it probably about 15 years ago. So I was still able to call my doctor where I had my last son, because my last son, he's 20. So I called my doctor, like, what's my blood type? And he told me my blood type. So that's the only reason why I know. But guess
Ooh,
what?
okay. That's
You
great.
got a blood type test kit. You can
That's
test your own self.
good.
And that's how
Yes.
Yolanda got me. She was like, look, and I have it somewhere. I haven't used it because I know my blood type, but this is a really simple kit that you can do yourself to find out. I don't know. My
Now you
can you
can't
see?
see it.
Okay,
Not
because of the
not
background.
now you can
But
see it now. Yeah.
okay, right. This is a really simple kit that you can do yourself. And you can find out your blood type. So if you all don't know your blood type, okay, we got some sisters, a lot of O's. We got a lot of O's in the chat. Um, anybody A blood type, B blood type. Diana says she has never juiced before, so there's a juicer about. I do. I have an amazing juicer. I will tell you all what the name of it is. Um, it's really good to make an investment into a juicer. So I'll tell you the name of the one I have. I have the Nama J juicer, the best juicer I've ever had in my life. The best juicer. It's a juicer
Yes.
and a blender. So,
Mm-hmm.
right, because I had spent about, when I first started this lifestyle, I got the Vitamix. The Vitamix was about $400, $500. And at that time, when I first started my healthy lifestyle, that was a lot to me, because I was just those little cheap blenders, right? But when I got the Vitamix and I just saw how, my smoothies, it just took them to another level. And I've had that Vitamix for 10 years. So it definitely paid for itself, right? When I got
Mm-hmm.
the Nama has, it's the juicer and the Vitamix together. Most amazing. You can make your nut
Yeah.
butters in there, and you can make soups and everything. It comes with a warranty. So I definitely recommend the
The
Nama
number.
J. Yeah, Nama J. Crystal says this is great information. She also says God gives you what you need. She's really, praising God for your testimony. Um,
Thank
Katie
you.
says this is your. She says your testimony is amazing. No colostomy bag for you. Yeah,
No.
another sister says God is faithful. Kathy says 55 and fine. Oh, she's talking about my age. Thank you, sis. 55 and
Yes.
fine. Thanks to these type programs. That's right. Um, Okay, another sister says, I'm blood type B. All my favorite things are bad for me. We're not going to focus on what's bad for you. We're going to focus on what's good for you because there's a ton more things that's good for you. So we are going to announce, we're going to do a group cleanse. Because I know I put a post the other day about something else, and sisters started posting on there like, are you going to do another cleanse? They love when I do these group cleanses. Okay, so we're going to do this all together again. Now, I'm in the middle of doing the cleanse. Well, actually, I'm finishing up now, but I'm going to go again. I'm going to go again because I've been under a lot of stress. So even though I still eat extremely healthy and still live a healthy lifestyle, thank God the stress did not take me down, but it still did affect me some. I could feel it affecting my body because I was dealing with some very stressful situations with my middle son who has a disorder, and just it's just been the most stressful thing ever. So whenever I go through a lot of stress like that, I know that I need to cleanse. That's why I'm on one now, and I'm going to join you all on another one. You know, I don't mind
Yes.
doing them. They're amazing. So the 21-day cleanse, what did we say we were going to do with Miss Val? We're going to all do this together. Right after Easter, right?
You said April the 11th?
Right. Let me see what, okay, Easter is, yep. Easter is the 20th.
So
So we're
maybe
going to start
not
the 21st.
the 21st. Okay.
Right. We're going to start the 21st. Okay. So now, sisters, now remember we said that, you know, I've been teaching you all to eat nuts, seeds, fruits, and vegetables. I got my 21-day detox, which those foods are just absolutely amazingly good. The 21-day plant-based detox. But this one's going to take it to another level because we're doing this cleanse with the products, right? So we're going to do the regenerator. What is it? The eliminator, the
It's the
regenerator, and the tea.
eliminator. The eliminator is the tea. The mucus parasite buster is a powder, and the rejuvenator is what you put back in you. Yes, that's the
Okay.
three
So
three packages.
so tell them where they can get it. Actually, I do have a website. So I've been so impressed with these products and what they do, you know, the way they put the herbs together. Because like I said, usually when I work with sisters on my health reset program, which a lot of you all have done my health reset program, so you know that's a, you know, very, very effective program. Anyone that's ever stuck to it has healed their bodies amazingly. And I do herbs. I teach you how to eat, you know, each phase there's different herbs for the phase. So there's the parasite herbs and things like that. Well, with this, Valerie is with Akana. She's one of the founders of the company, I believe, right? Or you're a
Yes, I'm a
shareholder
founder.
in the company.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
And
Hold on.
so these herbs, the same herbs that I've been telling my clients to use for years, along with some other herbs, are all put together. So you don't have to go to the health food store, you know, searching for these herbs. You don't have to go online searching for them. They're all together
Mm-hmm.
in a kit, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm going to tell you all where to go. And what we're going to do is for everybody that goes ahead and gets the kit, you all will be part of that 21-day cleanse. You do not have to buy anything else. And me and Miss Val, we're going to coach you, right?
Yes.
We're going to
Yes. Yes.
coach you for free. Now, again, if you all did my health reset program, you all know that, you know, to have me as your coach, to coach you through as a certified natural health counselor. And, you know, I've helped, you know, I have a lot of experience with over, you know, thousands and thousands of people over the years. So we're going to bring Miss Val's experience. You're going to bring my experience, and you're all going to get that for free while you're doing the cleanse, right? So
You talk
my
about
coaching
changing
has
life.
been right. The program has been my 90-day, my health reset program has been thousands of dollars. But during this 21 days, we're going to coach you all. While all you have to do is purchase the kit with the herbs and all of that, you know, the regenerator, the mucus buster, and the tea. You purchase that, and we're going to all do this together, and we're going to coach you all through it. We're going to be your coach.
It comes with
Talk
the
about that.
recipe for the juicing. This is this is what the one of the package look like. I don't know if you can see it. This is the purifier. That's the colonic. I have
That's the
the
tea,
reju.
right? Okay.
Yes, this is the reju. Wait a minute, I'm trying to see. This is the rejuvenator. Okay, that's what you put back in you after you take it out. The package is bigger than this. This is the parasite mucus buster. So you got
Okay.
three packages, and I want to. you can go ahead and finish telling them about the cleanse on where to go and what you're gonna give them off.
Okay, so we're going to do the
Ah,
20, we're gonna all do the 21-day cleanse together. The 21-day cleanse is
mhm.
279. But Miss Valerie, you said there's a special going on, right?
Yes, 15% off today.
Okay.
Today, and guess what? If you do it today, we give you an extra 10%.
Okay, perfect. I'm with it. I'm with it. I didn't blink twice. When you told me because at first I was like, well, I'm gonna do the short one or whatever. You was like, no, do the 21 day. I was like, okay, no problem. Because I know the
Yes.
value of things like this. So you're going to get I'm gonna put this link in the chat. Let me see here. All right, Crystal says she just told somebody she wants to buy a juicer. I'm gonna actually put a link to the juicers too for you all so you can get a juicer. But if you don't have a juicer, is there a way around that if they don't have a juicer?
If they have a store around them that sell cold press juice, cold press, they
Okay.
got to say cold press, because if you get a juicer, it must be cold press because it cannot heat it up, because that's what you're taking out your body mucus.
Okay. We're going to do this, ladies. Now, you all know I typically, for years I've been saying I don't condone like just doing just all juice fasting because I know that you're not, we need protein and we need different minerals and things like that. So, but with these products, they put things back in your body that you need. So you're putting that protein, you're getting that fat, the way it's set
Yes.
up, you can eat nuts, you can have flax oil and different things. It's set up so, I mean, you all are
Yes.
so in alignment with what I've been teaching for years. Like that's why I was like, so you were so excited when you talked to me, like you,
Yes. I was
you
like,
like Miss
wow.
Doreen. You was like, Miss Doreen, you teaching the same stuff that we taught, we
Yes.
say. Like
Yes.
you were so excited. You called the founders and told them, like, I got this
Yes.
lady who's teaching everything that we teach.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm
It's
I'm
amazing.
100. It is the alignment, and it's here for a reason. I think us partnering together was for so we can help our sisters, and
Right.
make it affordable for them. Less than
Yes.
$300, and then with the 20% off, that's going to come
Yes.
out to what, like 230, for a
So,
21-day cleanse. Um,
mhm. Yes.
so you all, I did put the link in the chat. So look in this chat. Um, and I would say if you all can't afford to go get, a very high quality, expensive juicer, meet yourself where you're at. If you have to go get, find a juicer that works, it doesn't have to be the highest, best quality juicer. You could even probably go to the thrift store and find a juicer, right?
Can
I
I
think when I
say,
very first started my lifestyle, I think my first blender was like $20. I think my juicer was probably about 30, $40.
well,
And I mean, it
anybody
works.
that have a Walmart around them or something like a Walmart, they have a juicer for $89.
Okay.
It's the pro line juicer, yeah, XL Pro.
Okay.
And the juice is very good. You just got to put one in at a time. Where at the
Right.
Nama, you can put everything in, but you just
Right.
it's very good. It's very good. So
Yeah.
I suggest that if you're around a Walmart, that could be a cheaper version of the and as you build yourself up, you can get the other juicer. But right now, that's a good place to start.
Yeah, that part. And then too, you can also the one thing because I'm too busy to be juicing every day. I don't have time for that. So what I
Right.
was doing is I was actually, I got the mason jars and I was making juice for days, and I just put them in my refrigerator, close them up real tight, and every day
Yes.
it was amazing. You just grab your juice out, you make your salads, you get your fruits, your nuts, see, I'm like, I was eating a lot of food. It was days where I was like, man, this is too much food. It was a lot of food. So you're not gonna starve at all. But we're
No.
also, like I said, not only are we juicing, but we're putting in the fruits and the vegetables and the nuts and the seeds and the oils and all of that. You're just gonna be amazed at what you see in your body. Like I'm gonna be so excited. So who all is on board? Who's going to? Danae says Amazon has a spring sale, something like Prime Day going on right now. Okay, I would definitely go on there and find the juicer wherever you find it, whatever you do. But we're gonna be giving you all instructions. Akana gives
Yes.
instructions. I mean, it's
That's
just
beautiful.
really set up very
Yes.
well, very well.
Yes. Uh,
So who's gonna join us in this cleanse? Who's gonna be joining us in the 21-day cleanse on April the? Let me get back to my calendar again.
21st. 21st.
April the 21st, right after the day after Easter. So we're gonna let you have your Easter. Um, yeah, we're gonna let y'all have your Easter. We're not, and then right after that, we're gonna get to cleansing and we're gonna get rid of we're gonna start getting rid of all these ailments. I saw somebody today on my Facebook page. A sister was like, I know I'm getting old because, and she ain't even 50 yet. She said, I know I'm getting old. She might be on here because I did, she's like, I'm getting old because I'm starting to have aches and pains. I said, no, that's not getting old, baby. She's 7 years younger than me. I said, I don't have no aches and pains. I said, no, that's not getting old. That's inflammation. That's inflammation in your body. And I said, sis, you know what to do. You know what to do. And
Yes.
she's like, you're right, I know what to do. Because in the past, almost any sister that I've worked with that has done and stuck to a program to heal their body, all their pain's gone away. Like I've had sisters on
Ooh,
canes
great.
that had to put their cane up. I've had sisters that had horrible migraines. Migraines went away in a few days. I've had sisters who was getting cortisone shots in their knees because their knees were hurting so bad. And in 3 or 4 days of changing the way they ate and starting on a different lifestyle, the knee pain went away. So
Right.
yeah, it can work for us. So let's see here. So we are going to, again, we're announcing that cleanse. Miss Valerie, I thank you so much for coming on and sharing your amazing story. I'm just,
Can I
and
share
do you,
one more thing, please? Can I share
yeah,
one more thing?
absolutely.
Right now, I'm on a path to have 1 million people know their blood type by March of 2026, because we're going to go in the Guinness Book of World Records. Come on, y'all, join us, man, Miss Doreen. Be part of this Guinness Book. Know your blood type. Get your family to know it, your kids to know it. We have the blood type kit that you can order, and it comes with the different thing, and it has the little QR code that you can scan to teach you how to do your blood
To
type.
eat for your
If you
blood
don't know
type,
how,
right?
it shows you how to do your tests. So 1 million people, come on, spread the word, you all. We want 1 million people to come and join us in the Guinness Book of World Records in March of 2026. Be that person. I dare you. You better come get some.
And I think the blood type test is what, $30? Like it's really cheap, right? It's really
With the
inexpensive.
blood,
The
with the
blood,
blood type test, well, we have the package of 59 and one is 49. If you know your
okay,
blood type, yeah, it's 59
okay.
and then one of 49 if you know it.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
everybody, you're right. Everybody does need to know their blood type because, like you said, you'll be shocked at what the things that you're putting in your body. And I've known a lot of times, something that's the worst for us, we crave the most, right?
yes,
So if you're
yes,
craving certain things, it could be very likely that that's against your blood type. And I heard someone say, if you need a blood transfusion, they check over and over again to make sure that the blood that they're giving you matches the blood that that it's a match. Because if they give
mhm,
you, if you're an O and they give you A, it could kill you, right? So if they put the
yes,
wrong
yes,
blood in you, it could kill you. So
yes,
just the
again,
same thing with the foods. We're eating the wrong foods for our blood type. It's slowly killing us. And we're contributing
yes,
this to a whole bunch of other things when it's what we're putting in our bodies. It starts with what we put
yes,
in our bodies. So Miss
and
Valerie, I just want to thank you so much for sharing your
yes,
story. The fact that you could be on that you turned your path around and are not on a colostomy bag is just absolutely amazing.
ooh, it's amazing. Yes, it is. And I just told another young lady yesterday, they setting her up for emergency surgery. I'm hoping she choose to do the cleanse instead of be first before she do the surgery. But we still have to see. But I let her know what I went through, and she's thinking. So we'll see. I pray that she do it first. Because
Yeah.
like our holistic doctor said, when you late at night, if you craving sweets, he said you don't have enough protein in your body. That's what the
Mm-hmm.
listed doctor told us, because all our products is organic and vegan. That's what you're
Mm.
getting when you're dealing with our products of the cleanse. So
Okay.
yes, thank you, Miss
Okay.
Doreen, for
Thank
inviting
you.
me.
Thank you again. Thank you, Yolanda, for being persistent and keep, she kept coming. She's like, you need this, you need this. And I was like, Yolanda, I live a healthy
Yeah,
lifestyle. There's nothing else I could put in, but I'm so grateful that she did, because what
Yes.
I saw come
Yes.
out after I did 2 days of that tea was just shocking to me. So I'm very
Yes.
excited about that. And I do have a quick story as we get ready to sign off. You all, I don't know, some of you all may not know, but I just recently started taking line dancing classes again, right? So I'm very excited. I'm learning all the newest, latest line dances and things like that. So, on Thursdays after work, because I do work a 9 to 5, but Thursdays after work, I go and, I do my little line dancing. So, um, it's at a library, out where I live, and it's the room is downstairs in the lower level. So when we got finished, you got the elevator and then you got the stairs. So a lot of people, a lot of ladies were migrating to the elevator. And I'm not doing this to show off or anything, but I'm just always so full of excitement, like energy. Like I'm always running. Like I don't hardly ever take elevators. I'm always running up the stairs. Like I don't just walk up the stairs. I run up the stairs. Like I'm 20 years old. So I go up the stairs, I run up the stairs, and at the top of the stairs, there's a sister up there, a couple ladies waiting for the rest of their people that's kind of taking a long time to get up the stairs. And she was like, "All right now, young lady." She was like, "You showing us all out." She was like, "That's okay." She said, "Wait till you get here with us. Wait till you get here with us. You gonna feel it. You ain't gonna be able to run up them stairs like that." And so I said, and she said, "Yeah." She said, "I'm 57." She said, "Just wait till you get here." And the other sister said, "She 54." I said, "Sis, I'm with y'all. I'm the same age as y'all. What are you talking about?" And she said, "What? Hush your mouth there, young buck." She said, "I wouldn't put you a day over 40." Because the way I was
That's
running
right.
up those stairs, and it's not bragging, I don't brag, but it's
But you
just the
look
lifestyle. I live a
mm,
very healthy lifestyle. So when you live a healthy
lifestyle.
lifestyle, you're
Yes.
it speaks for itself. So, she was, yeah, it was amazing because they're like, "Yeah, when you get here one day, you're gonna feel the same way as us." I'm like, "I'm the same age as y'all." So, that's what we
Well,
want you all to feel. We want you all these aches and pains
yes.
and
Yes.
arthritis and mucus and keep getting COVID and pneumonias and all this mess. Later for all of that, let's clean out our bodies and let's get started for the summer.
I had 19.5 pounds of waste came out my body during
Oh,
that
during the
cleanse.
21 days. You did say
Yes.
that. Yeah, you said you lost
Yes.
18 pounds and then you said you did something else.
19.53, yes, pounds of
Wow.
waste. Waste is waste. It ain't weight, it's waste. Because it's
Waste.
bringing everything up out of you. Because your stomach, when your stomach get full, it sends the toxin to your liver, your lungs, and stuff. So
Yeah.
it was waste that came out of me. And man, it made me feel so good. Yes.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And I think you said you went on to lose after eating for your blood type, you lost another 30 something pounds, right?
Yes, that was on the bitters and the flat belly coffee. We have
The
a
coffee.
coffee that I swear by.
I'm
I
gonna try
swear
it.
by it. And when I
I'm
say
gonna try
my
it.
skin looks good, my skin looks good, I feel
It
good, and it keeps
does.
you going. It keeps you going. That flat belly coffee, you drink it every morning. I promise you, I drink it and then I work out.
I cannot believe you're 63. Well, and on that note,
Yes.
sister, we're gonna let these sisters go. I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
But
Okay.
thank you so much. So I am looking forward to okay, some of the sisters said they're getting ready. They're gonna be joining us on the cleanse. So yeah, I want to know who's gonna be joining us on this flat belly cleanse. Like, if you even if you don't have weight to lose, if you don't have weight to lose, this is not what this is about. Okay. Again,
No,
this is
it's
about
not.
healing, letting your body heal the way it's intended to, right? So
Mhm.
that's what this is. I've never been one to tout weight loss products. My programs and anything I do is not a weight loss program. If you
That's
need to
correct.
lose weight, it's going to come off as you get rid of toxins. But we're focused on
Yes.
healing your body. So if you're prone to, if you've had a stroke, if you have seizures, if you worried about breast cancer, if you're worried about uh, digestive disorders, Crohn disease, colitis, what else, sister? Just any. You said somebody with
Your
diabetes.
liver, your liver, your kidneys.
Yes,
Yes.
all
The
of that.
sciatic
If
nerve.
you're especially if you're struggling with diabetes or any diabetes related issues, you need
Right.
to cleanse. You need to
Yes.
cleanse. So let's do this, sisters. We're giving you'll have a month to get it all, but again, you can get 20% off if, you go ahead on, you said, oh, and what's the code? We need the code so that they can get their
An
discount.
extra 10. Okay. Save capital SAVE 10.
Save 10 is the code to get how much off?
That would give you a total of 25% off today. But
Oh,
it
so
gives
the
you 10% off. But our site right now is giving you 15%. So we'll give you an extra 10 if you go on today.
okay, so let me make sure I understand. So when they go on to that link, the link is in the chat, ladies. So just look through the link, through the chat. When you go on and you click that, it's going to take you right to the 21-day cleanse. And then it's already giving them 15% off, right, for today.
Yes.
The site automatically gives it. Okay. So then she's giving you another code, save 10, to get another 15% off. Okay.
Plus free shipping.
Plus free shipping. Wow. How cool
Plus
is
free
that?
shipping.
And another time we're going to have to talk because we're going to have to go tonight. But you all also have an office down in Bronzeville in Illinois. Just amazing,
Yes.
beautiful office. I went there like a couple weeks ago, and they do massages, and it's just so classy and beautiful. But you all do bioscans there where you can scan a person's body from
Yes.
head to toe and tell them what's
Yes.
going on inside their bodies. And you said you
Yes.
would do the bioscan for like $30, right?
Yes. For these ladies on here, I would do it for
If
$30.
if they
That's
do
the
the
special.
the ones that's
Yeah,
going
if
to do
they
the
tell me they
cleanse.
was on here, and I would do it for $30. Yes.
Okay, yeah,
It's
everybody
usually
needs to
more than
know.
that, but this is special. This is a
Okay,
special right here, and you special. And I'm so glad to have met you
I
and
am
learn.
too.
I'm
I am
learning
too.
more, because you're teaching me, I'm teaching you. So when we connect, man, we the world is in trouble.
That's right. Miss, somebody just asked for the code again, so I just put it in the chat. It's save 10. I'm gonna hang around. I'll be on Facebook. I'm gonna get off the live, but I'll be hanging around. So if you all need me to help you to get your products, and Miss Valerie might have to call you because I don't know how to do all this stuff. So
No
I might
problem.
have
I
to
got
call
you.
you to help out, okay? And if
Okay,
we're
no problem.
really struggling, then I may just put you back on Zoom with us, another person, so we can just get these orders in, so we can do our
Okay.
flat belly cleanse. We're gonna be the
Yes,
bomb for
yes,
the
yes,
summer,
yes,
baby.
yes. And I thank Yolanda for introducing me to you, because she's
Yes,
been talking about you for a minute. She's been like, I told her about it. She just won't budge. She said, I said, but you planted the seed. That's important to plant the seed, because
yeah,
as you steady water it, it's going to grow. And as she
yeah.
planted that seed with you and y'all
She did.
connected, guess what? Look what happened. It grew.
Yes, yes, yes. And I'm so happy, and my all of my ladies, I have over 1,200 ladies in this group. And a lot of them will watch this later. So if you all are watching this later, always put replay. Make sure you look through the comments for the link and the codes and all that. But they know I don't put my name on something or endorse something unless it's real. Like I don't, I'm not, I don't grow like that. So for me
Okay.
to have you come on and tell your story because I saw what it did for me, how it took that
Right.
big old parasite casing out of my body and stuff. I was like, wait a
Yes.
minute, they own to something. So ladies, I am bringing you something that's top quality, top notch, and I can't wait for us to all do it together. So, Diana says, what is $30? It's the blood type test.
No,
I'll
the
find
$30 is the bio scan.
the bio
The
scan.
$30
Okay,
is the bioscan. And that
okay.
tells you everything that's going on in your body from your head to your toe is 85 to 95% accurate. And it only takes a few minutes. You just sit there. I put a probe in your hand, and everything about you, all the way back to your teenage years, jump up on my computer and tells me everything about 45 factors in your body: your blood sugar, your breast, your head, your stomach, your intestines, your liver, your kidney.
Wow.
So it's 45 factors to your body, and it tells you all of that. That's what a bioscan is.
This is better than the x-rays at the doctor's office. I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah,
you if you got a headache, they go, or you got a backache, they go and x-ray your back. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna
yeah.
give them you say you put a prong in their hand and they hold it and it can tell you,
They
it'll
hold it
scan your
for 2 minutes.
cells.
Yes, 2 minutes.
Wow.
They hold the
Oh,
phone and for 2 minutes, and everything about you will jump up on my computer and
okay,
tell
well
me everything going
one.
on in your body.
I want that. So I'll be seeing you. I'm gonna go down there. So the office is on what, 35th and King Drive or something like that?
411, the 411 35th.
Okay. But anyway, you all go through me, let me know, put,
Yes.
reach out to me, message me in the chat, whatever, if you're interested in doing the bioscan. But let's get our flat belly cleanse. Let's get started on that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Miss Val. Ladies,
You're welcome,
Yolanda,
Miss
did you want to say anything? Yolanda, I know you are in the background. Did you want to say anything? Okay, she probably does not. I know, Yolanda, she's quiet. So, but Yolanda, thank you so much for putting us together, and thank you for being on here, and thank you for being persistent, sister. Because no
Yes.
does not always mean no. It just means not right now. I just wasn't
Right.
in the headspace. I remember many times you reach out to me. Oh, there she
Come
goes.
on. Yeah,
She
I
go.
had a hard. I'm sorry, I had a hard time trying to get it on. Well, I just wanted to say I'm glad I was persistent with you, and I'm glad that you kept on Facebooking me, letting me know what was going on with you, so
Mhm.
I was able to let you know what you could do better with your ladies. And I'm so glad that everything connected together and worked itself out. And she is right. This will benefit every last one of us and every last one person on the call, because sometimes we don't realize that we have, little issues with our bodies that can be solved very simple. And
Mm-hmm.
doing the cleansing, it can be solved very simple. And learning your blood type can help you in the future to help you be
That's
able
right.
to live longer without any aches and pains, and be able to do what you need to do for your family and anybody else that come around you. So, I'm glad that I had met Valerie. She the one who introduced me to the business, and she the one who kept on talking to me about, talking to other people, and to persuade me that the cleanse will benefit everyone. So
Yeah.
it's just like everybody just connected, and now what we gonna connect with other people. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
we
Everybody
gonna
needs to cleanse.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now we're just gonna be able to let the world know what they need and what O'Connell have. So
Right. And,
I'm
and
glad.
and the amazing thing is we get to keep sisters around. We need y'all. I've been saying this for years, sisters. We don't need to be dying from breast cancer and colon diseases and things like that. Our children need us, our grandchildren need us. They need good mothers and grandmothers. So
Correct.
we're gonna
That
we're
is
gonna
true.
get our health together, sisters. So I'm gonna let you ladies go. Yolanda, thank you so much again for your persistence. And Valerie, thank you so much. And you
You're
all,
welcome.
Yes.
if you have any parting words, if not, then we're gonna go ahead and end.
Now we
Well, all
good.
I want to say is to, just let everybody be able to see what we got to what see what we got, and let it go
Yeah.
from there. Hmm.
Yeah, let's
Yep.
do this cleanse together. Let's start there, ladies. Let's do the cleanse and start the healing of your body. Start let your
Stay
body heal.
tuned. Stay tuned, ladies. Miss Doreen will be back with. She has more stuff for you all. Believe what I say. She got more stuff coming for you. So stay tuned.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much. All right, ladies, you all take care.
Thank
All right,
you.
ladies. All right, you're
All right,
welcome.
Jim.
I'm
Bye bye.
ending. Bye-bye.